I am attracting better because I have discovered that it all starts with me. I am going to change myself first that everything can align for me. I'm not going to blame anyone. I am taking full responsibility for my life. The better I become, the better I attract. Every loss is not an L. Just a reminder there is a better way to get it done. You have options. Use them. Thank you for joining another episode of MyCurlsSPeak With Key. This is Key, and happy Wednesday. Hey Siri, am I a hoe?
I couldn't say.
Today, we are going to do things a little differently. I have some guests with me. So please welcome to MyCurlsSPeak With Key for the first time, B-Eazy.
What up, what up?
CL.
Hello.
And the beautiful K Antoinette.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And today, we gonna dig into like the whole segment because I really feel like that word is used entirely too loosely.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, what is a hoe for you?
I don't know. First of all, you started off by being sexist or something. You didn't call B-Eazy beautiful. You didn't call me beautiful.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm beautiful.
I mean,
This is where it starts.
let me tell you something. I didn't come, I'm not the type of woman to go after somebody else's man. And out of respect for your lady friend, I
Thank
didn't
you.
come after you and call you handsome, but you are handsome. And B-Eazy,
I can't be beautiful.
you are beautiful, baby. You know that.
Oh,
You don't. Okay.
Y'all like the way my voice switch
Whoa.
up? You like that?
I liked it.
if I start sweating, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. The question was, or is, what is a hoe?
What is a hoe for you?
To me, it is a man or woman
Mm-hmm.
who sleeps around.
What is sleeping around?
Well, not sleeping. They have sex with
The hoochie
people.
coochie.
Yeah, they do it. Horizontal hokey pokey. With anybody for no gain at all.
No gain at all. So if it's beneficial, you're not a hoe.
No, no. You still could be a hoe, but at least you're a hoe for something.
Exactly.
Yes.
I
So
feel
being
that.
a hoe for nothing doesn't make sense to me.
So in your terminology, you feel like a person that sleeps around and does the hoochie coochie with a bunch of people is a hoe.
Yeah. No, for no rhyme or reason.
For no personal gain, no benefits, no nothing.
I don't know about benefits or personal gain, but just no reason.
I feel like sleeping with people is a reason. That's a benefit if it's good. But we're gonna
Well,
dig
you don't
into
know
it.
if it's good if you're just sleeping around.
K Antoinette, what you think?
Actually, I don't know if I like using the word so much unless it's like me taking control over it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think a lot of people just use it as a way to talk about promiscuity a lot. Kind of like CO's definition. My own definition, I think a lot of people assign that to women who are becoming sexually free.
It's people. It's not women.
It's more assigned to women than men because men have been hoes since the dawn of time.
So
Okay.
we can talk about. So we can talk about women.
We can talk. This is specific topic. We
Okay.
can say, what's what, and when we talking about who gets called a hoe more often, it's more often women who get called hoes,
By
whether it's
women.
in a negative connotation,
By
and now,
women.
and no, before it was in a negative connotation from men. Now women are taking control of that word. So
Are y'all really taking control of that word?
They're not.
I said what I said.
Y'all been doing that since the 60s. When y'all gonna overcome this word?
In the 60s, it was what, whore.
It's hard.
Jezebel. Well, be easy.
What's up?
What's your definition of a hoe?
Well, see, people get hoe and slut mixed up.
That word just made me jump a little bit. Slut's
Hoes
so
get
rude.
paid.
Okay.
Okay.
A slut don't get paid.
Slut just do it for free.
Oh, that's the difference. I never knew.
You
Yeah.
know what? If it wasn't for the fact that we don't have a clearance, this would be the perfect time to drop that song for free. But we're not gonna do that because we don't have permission to do that.
Yeah.
So, if I had to say what a hoe is, I feel like a hoe is a liar. Because if
A
you
liar?
let me explain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Let me explain. If you play it for real, you can tell the truth. If you play it for real, you can make the same moves, and you could tell the people that you making the same moves, and they still gonna talk to you. So I feel like a hoe. When I think about a hoe, I think about somebody that's loose, yes, but I also feel like it's somebody that is not all the way free with it, like they sneaky with it, in my opinion.
So a hoe is somebody who is sneaky.
Yeah,
Oh.
you lie about it. If you gotta lie about it, you ain't player.
Well, this whole myth that people are going to believe what you tell them, It's untrue. Very untrue.
But what you do with the information that I give you, that's up to you. If I'm telling you,
I'm out.
But if I'm telling you how it is, whether you believe me or not, I gave you the information.
But we're probably only going to have dealings one time. If men honestly took that approach towards women, most women aren't going for that. Now, after their feelings are in it, and maybe they've been in it a while, you've been dating somebody for 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, and he cheats, you might forgive him. But if you come in and saying, I'm going to cheat on you, most women not signing up.
But we talking about hoes. We not talking about relationships.
Why did you side-eye me over here?
Because I was waiting on your response.
You already know I was going to respond.
I'm waiting.
I think a lot of women do that. Again,
from the beginning,
a lot, because men are able to be more sexually free in their expressions. A lot of women approach men knowing they have been a hoe or are in a whole process in their life already.
I understand that part. I'm talking about from the beginning, the outset. I'm saying I'm interested in dating you, but I am going to cheat on you.
But dating is not a relationship.
Stop it.
Oh, so we can back up.
Okay, we can go back. We can go back to that, but we're going to one point.
Go ahead,
at a time. We are just meeting, and I'm literally going to tell you, I'm interested in dating you, but I'm going to cheat on you. How many women? Let's be realistic now. How many women are going for that?
You just said you just met, but you already making a relationship. I'm confused on you saying dating and relationship is the same thing. Because I don't believe that's the same thing. But I do believe that.
I didn't say they were the same thing.
It sounds like you're saying that it's the same thing.
Okay.
No, he's saying if you're dating, you're in some form of relationship.
You're in a relationship.
No, you're dating.
No, you're still relating to a person.
Yeah.
So
it's a connection. I do think it's a distinction, like you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not an exclusive thing, though. It's what she's trying to say.
Well, I didn't talk about exclusivity.
So then why would she care if you have sex with other people if you're not exclusive?
Well, that's what I'm telling you now. Even if you're not exclusive, you're not going to tell a woman, I'm interested in you. But maybe the term cheat through.
I'm about to say cheating, yeah. I'm still seeing other women.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm interested in dating you, but I'm going to be sleeping with other women. How many women are really going for that?
If they understand what dating is.
She's probably
women don't understand.
Nobody ain't going for that.
Who's going for that from the beginning?
I've used that this summer.
You used that on somebody. Somebody used that on you.
Yeah, who used that on you? Exactly.
Well, you know what? I did assume that it was an understanding.
Not assume. No, it's not an understanding unless both people agree.
You're right. But I'm just like, if we're dating and we're not exclusive, the understanding is we're going to be connecting with other people.
Understanding is that all parties know what's going on. So there's not a unspoken understanding.
You know what assume stand for?
Yes.
Oh,
we don't curse on
because I think a lot of women already know that men are still going to be seeing other women until they're exclusive. Until they know, like for sure, like you're mine, I'm yours. We're not sharing and putting no parts in no other people.
Well,
hold on.
That is untrue, but okay.
I want to introduce to the court record.
Okay.
That there's one person here sitting at this table with their phone turned down. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave that.
What does my phone being turned down
guilty parties
have to do
hit dog
with
holler.
anything?
Yeah, they do.
Whatever.
What do you have to hide?
I have nothing to hide.
Who's calling you?
First of all, would you like me to flip my phone up?
No. Oh, yeah, she had to make sure.
It's a DJ Blaze radio show podcast notification.
Yes, please listen. Everywhere you get your podcast for free.
Okay. Plug in. That's a plug in. Pay attention.
Back. You were gonna make that point?
No, I just noticed that. So that you know what I'm saying.
Do you feel like that's a telltale sign that somebody has something to hide?
Yep.
I don't. But
I really don't.
That's a move people make subconsciously. They'll put their phone
subconscious hoe.
No, not a subconscious hoe, but maybe you subconsciously are hiding something from the person you're sitting at the table with. You know what I'm saying, having dinner or whatever.
I don't usually even have my phone on me if I'm with another person.
I would think personally, if you did that and we were having dinner, I would just think you don't want to be distracted.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. That's usually why I turn my phone over.
Most people though, well, I ain't gonna say most people, but there are some people who on their notifications, when their phone goes off, they have the deaf people notification where it blinks and all of that.
That flash.
Yeah. So That would be more of a distraction. I was about to say distraction. Yeah.
Okay.
But if my phone is silent, it's turned over. It's usually how it is. I keep my phone on silent. I don't have notifications coming to my phone like that.
I'm glad you got an answer for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to plead my case just now.
Okay.
I'm not, I guess because I'm in a different phase in my life, I'm having a hard time believing that women really don't believe that a man is seeing other people besides them.
I'm not saying you may not think you have that understanding.
You said what?
I'm not saying you don't have an understanding.
But I'm having a hard time believing that everybody else don't.
It doesn't mean he's sleeping with other people. It doesn't mean he's seeing other women. But, we both have the right to ask or inquire.
Yeah, we do.
But for you to assume isn't fair.
For you to assume we in a relationship, that ain't fair.
I'm about to say,
I didn't assume we were in a relationship.
Everybody in this room is in some sort of relationship.
Absolutely.
With each other.
If you're relating to another person.
Oh, God.
y'all
Here we
being
get it.
technical.
Come on now.
It's the truth, though.
Oh, wow. Words don't matter.
Words do matter. But if you're coming in contact with another person and you're dating, until you have that conversation and say, hey, it's you and me and nobody else, then you should not just sit there and think that the person is always going to be about you. It's 2021. We're dating.
Yeah, 2021. This is why so many young people are confused.
No, not if you actually
really
talk.
Clear.
Not if you actually talk.
Oh, but you said assume earlier.
Yeah.
I did say assume because if I've already had the conversation, I give them the opportunity. I'm like, hey, I'm honest. I'm dating other men. All right. If you don't want to say I'm dating other women, it ain't none of my business what you do. All right.
So you literally,
that's on them. I had the conversation.
You literally went up to a man and said, I'm interested in you, but I am seeing other people.
No, if they approach me, which is usually how it happens.
That's how it should happen.
And
stun on them.
I decide I decide that I want to have that connection with the person and I want to see where it can go. Then I'm like, okay, cool. But just understand that I'm still seeing some, other people, and I'm still open to seeing other people until I decide that we have enough of what it takes to be in a relationship.
And men in you all's age group are going for this?
Let me tell you something.
Yes, because we realize that I'm sorry.
Or excuse me, males in y'all age group are going for this.
Let me tell you what I learned in the last 6 months. When you tell a man that you seeing other men and he ain't the only one, they turn it up a notch. Your Cash App deposits start going crazy. They start flying you out places because what happens is men love competition.
No,
not true.
Not y'all.
Not true.
It's
just not true.
Well,
that man
how
really.
you gonna tell me what my Cash App?
That
is
man, but because if your Cash App is the value, then they don't value you.
How you know how much they send me?
It doesn't matter how much. You're worth more than whatever they're sending you.
I'm trying to understand how
they're
you're
worth way
this.
more than you sending.
I'm trying to understand.
I'm not flipping it. I'm just telling you, you're worth way more than what they're.
Now, granted, you're coming from a different generation perspective.
Different generation. But
I can agree on some level what you're saying.
He ain't Methuselah. I mean,
I'm not saying he's Methuselah, but if he's saying males of our generation, it is this thing where women are like, my time is valuable, so you need to pay me for my time, and men are stepping up. Men are stepping up to the plate where they're just like,
time is the currency. Money isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
If I'm giving you my time, you got something way more valuable.
And see, this goes back to what I said earlier about sluts and whores.
Okay.
Because whores get paid.
Okay. Sluts and hoes.
It's the way you said it.
They get paid.
Sluts and whores. Well, you got Harvard on us.
I'm sorry. Y'all brought money up to see.
Who is y'all?
Yeah, but I don't think
women.
I don't think the money. Like, I don't know what man is going to compete against himself. That's called a blind bet.
Listen, I'm not.
And they do all the time. I'm telling you what happens.
That's a sucker move. When you bet, I'm competing with what you say is going on. Show me.
Now, I'm in agreement with you. Time is the currency.
Time is
so if I'm giving up my time and you're giving me time, that's really all I need.
Currency.
And it's intentional time, right? You're not just taking me to McDonald's or something, or are you just not?
Well, even if I took you to McDonald's, you would enjoy it.
Yes, but it has to be like that. We can't do that all the time. You got to have some effort, some kind of creativity behind what we're doing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna put that same effort forward. But with our generation, there is this turning of events where women are just like, no, I bring too much to the table. You need to pay me for my time.
It's 2021. You ain't rubbing on my knee and you ain't taking me out.
I'm not rubbing on your knee and they're not taking you out.
You're not taking, because what happens
sounds like a transaction, but go ahead. Continue.
Because it's so many men that feel like they can do the hoochie coochie and they not taking you on no date. They not doing anything. Listen, I remember an episode where I talked about all I wanted to do was go to Texas Roadhouse. Took myself to Texas Roadhouse. Took my homegirl. It was $30 for 2 people. They not even spending $30 on you. But then they want your coochie. And I know what's between my legs. Like, I'm not giving it up in 2021 if you ain't dating me properly.
I mean,
so $100 date?
No, I never said it was a.
It's the intention behind
that's a question. That's a question.
And creativity, because let me tell you, we have COVID-19 going on right now.
You got to be creative.
So dating is a little different. Like, it's a little different. It could be as easy as I go get something to eat, you cash at me so I can go get something to eat. You go get you something to eat, we FaceTiming, and it's like the candles, you know, all this. It's all about, I value your time, but you need to value my time as well. Don't call me after 11 when you want to go between my legs. Like, it got to be more to it than that.
Well, First of all, that is for you to decide. I respect your agency as a woman, but what you actually have to do is set a certain precedent that going between your legs is not an option.
I mean, it ain't. I ain't been.
Okay, but even I don't care what somebody.
Not this year.
I don't care what your intentions are. It's what my intentions are. So if your intentions are to be dated properly, then you don't even entertain a person who wants to do that with you.
And that is true.
So he doesn't even get to the point of calling you. That happens once and it's done. If that's your boundary, that's your standard, that's what you want. So you can't adjust your boundary and expect to get what you want. You got to hold to certain principles. Whatever your personal constitution is, you got to put it on the line and go there with it. You can't be wavering. And sometimes women waver depending on their emotions, how they feel.
How fine a dude is.
Sometimes women waver because we are still learning how to date. This is new for a lot of us.
Okay, then
that's number one.
Okay, but
number
don't talk
two
like an
is
expert if you
women
don't know.
are still sexual beings. So sometimes she do want you to go in between her legs. She just wants you to know that it's value there.
Okay.
And that you're not just going to get it whenever you want it.
Okay, so it's about when she wants it.
It's about when both people are in agreement and he understands that it's valuable, just like she understands his value as well.
Well, she has to teach him that.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, you're going to have some women that are still figuring out how to date, just like men are still trying to figure out how to properly date women.
Okay, understandable. While you're trying to figure it out, don't mislabel me because you're trying to figure it out.
What do you mean mislabel you?
Because if he just wants to go between your legs, y'all twins? Jesus Christ.
No, that was just a question. Like, what do you mean mislabel?
They're syncing up.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I hate y'all.
Terrible. You are terrible.
Okay, so y'all couldn't keep going. Y'all couldn't walk past it.
Yeah, you are terrible.
He let it out.
Yeah,
so
okay. So if you, oh wow. All right, so
that got you flustered, huh?
I want to go back to my point because I had a really good point, and then he just
messed it up.
No, he didn't throw it off. It's good shit. But if you're trying to figure it out, right? When I say don't misjudge me, is that where we were?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're trying to figure it out, and we agree to have sex, don't act like that's all I wanted. Maybe that's all you offered.
It depends.
Because you're a sexual being.
You can tell.
The quotes for me. Okay.
Yes.
But okay, with that, you can kind of tell early in the conversation whether or not he trying to feel on your knee or if he trying to eat and then feel on your knee. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay.
That example works fine for me.
Nah, I'm going to go into details. I'm going to go into details.
Okay.
All right. So, I got this guy.
You don't want to make this too personal.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you the difference.
Okay.
Like a person that wanna like come between your legs, like they only hit you up certain times of night. Mm-hmm. They only hit you up on some slide stuff.
Well,
and I had this guy
you to say no.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Okay. So sin.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't talk to him no more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to him no more. I didn't bring him into 2021 with me. But I don't talk to him no more. But when he would hit me up, it'd be some stuff like, you know, what you doing tonight? I'd be like, oh, I'm going to do this and that and the third. He'd hit me with some, I would rather you be in my bed. And I ain't gonna lie, every time he hit me with that, I was on 95.
Not 95.
It was 95.
Okay, well that's a personal choice you made.
But I would, you got to let me finish.
Okay.
That was during the time. To be honest with you, I had liked him a little bit until after we had relations. And when we had relations, he was great. But his attitude was terrible. So I decided that we was gonna hunch, and that's all we was gonna ever be. Like I don't talk to him, I don't talk to him no more. But before I had cut him off, we wasn't texting or none of that. Like when he be in town, I'd be like, I hit him up on Facebook or something like that, and be like, oh, I see you in the city.
Oh wow.
Like, and it was just that. And then the last conversation I had with him, I said, we have great sex, but I don't like you.
So why would you continue to have sex?
Because the sex was good. It was just sex.
Listen, I want to tell.
Really
it's never just sex.
It was just sex for him because I didn't like him as a person. I just liked having sex with him.
I want to tell all women in 2021, stop emulating the worst part of men.
What do you mean?
You talking about just having sex without attachment?
Having sex without attachment. We don't, like, if we're already doing it and somehow we have generational curses within men, it's something we've taught, and why would women start duplicating that if it's bad?
I don't do it no more. I cut them off. But
I know, but I'm just asking, why would women duplicate the worst part of men? And act like it's cool.
I think
it's not cool.
Because you assuming that women are doing it just because they want to.
Y'all only doing it. Y'all learned it from us.
No, women are sexual in their nature. That means we're going to make mistakes in our sexual journey. That means we're going to make some decisions that look like a lot of what men been doing for centuries because y'all have been allowed to be sexual freely.
By y'all.
Yes.
I feel
y'all have oppressed us.
Oh no!
Y'all have oppressed us. It's reverse oppression.
For example, so I'll share a little bit too. Over the summer, I was exploring my sexual freedom as a woman, and so I was juggling about two guys.
Hold on a second now. When you say sexual freedom, does that mean dating?
Dating.
I was actually having sex, because when you say sexual freedom,
I was dating at first until I realized I didn't really like the guy as a person. Sex was great.
Well, you didn't. Oh, okay, so
sex
these are
was
people
great.
Actually, we're
Can I
juggling.
finish? Can I finish?
You actually were
And then you
juggling.
can ask your questions.
You really juggling.
Oh my god.
Don't call God now.
Yeah.
Well,
you should repent. Go ahead.
I gotta repent. We gonna get into you.
Oh no, we won't. Pause. Anyway, I'm silly.
Like you said, I realized I didn't like the guy, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can just have like a sexual relationship with this person. But because of the nature of the connection, like he was just getting on my nerves, and I was just like, I don't even want to deal with it no more. But for me, that was my first experience is learning how to date. I had never learned how to date, so. That was a new experience for me. I made some mistakes. I had some great experience from it. And I chalk it up to the game. He might have a different story. He might call me a hoe. Who knows? But at the end of the day, like, we all try to figure this out together. I wasn't doing it to try to be like a man. I was doing it trying to be like Kay Antoinette.
Exactly.
How was you trying to be like Kay Antoinette when you just, you got that concept from somewhere else? You didn't just come up with that concept.
I didn't get that concept from anywhere else. What I decided was
liberation movement,
because I was tired of being judged for just wanting sex or just feeling like, okay, I'm in a space where I don't really want to have an attachment emotionally to some man.
I'm gonna tell you. I
want to have fun.
Can I tell you a secret?
Go ahead and tell me a secret.
No matter what we do, somebody's gonna judge us.
Exactly.
So you pick your sexual liberties that they're judging you on. They're gonna judge you on whatever.
But you have to mature into that mindset. You know what I'm saying? You weren't.
What year? How long?
For me,
okay,
it happened a couple of years ago. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of people judging me as a woman on what I should and shouldn't do. That's where Death to the Good Girl came from.
Who are these people? We need to get these people out your life.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah,
Who are these people?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, when you say, are these people like I care what a certain percentage of people in my life care. I mean,
that's a function of your personality, CL.
Okay. I'll take that then. All right. I didn't know. I just thought people could apply that.
They can apply it, but what you have to understand is some people have a journey of confidence in themselves and understanding like, okay, I am not going to sit here and make my life about what other people think. Mm-hmm. That's a journey. Not everybody starts at that point.
Oh, okay.
I got a question.
All right.
For the fellas in the room.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman was honest with you, because me and Kay Antoinette already said that, if somebody's honest with us, we okay with it as long as we're not
okay
exclusive.
With that?
If we're not exclusive.
Huh. You said Just say yes. Say yes. I'm proud. If you want to holler at Kay Antoinette, hit me at
Kay Antoinette off the market. So.
Okay. All right.
So
she's off the market.
We already said like we understand what healthy dating is, like as women. But as males, in the room. If you were to approach a woman and she told you off gate that she's dating and she's seeing other people, how would you feel about her?
You want to go first?
I would like you to go first.
The first commandment is, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have any strange gods before me.
Or penises.
I'm the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
But do what you got to do so you can be the only one.
Nah, I ain't got to do nothing.
All right. First of all, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I'm coming out the gate.
Are you approaching her like you're the only one?
She
like,
approached me.
She doesn't. Even if she's approaching you, like, is it understanding that you're not going to be talking to other women?
We're not talking about me. We're talking about her.
See, that's where y'all got
serving other gods
Excuse
before me.
Okay, I want to answer your question.
You didn't ask me that about me.
Excuse me.
If she did tell me that, I would just set her straight.
And you would do that how?
In what regard?
I would tell her I don't participate in activities like you're choosing to bring upon me.
Polygamy.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not poly.
Okay.
Y'all understand what poly is, right?
We do it. Can I joke? Can I get this
I'm
joke?
sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. I second that. Haha.
My bad.
Yeah,
I want to get the jokes off. Yeah, she got serious. It's not poly.
I know the definition.
Open relationships, all of that.
No, I would just tell her I don't do that. I wish you the best.
But are you just seeing her in the beginning?
What you mean? She just came to me, right?
Then we just say transparency is the way to make it work.
She just,
though?
I don't even know.
Y'all want to be lied to in 2021.
Well,
I'm just going to keep lying to
I
you.
don't. Well, you won't keep talking to me because this is going to be dead.
But my question to you is she, not your lady right now, in respect for her, but if you were single, would she be on day one? Is she the only person you talk to?
Is she the only? She just met me.
Yeah.
I could already had a roster.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with her.
Exactly.
So
like
you're gonna cut your roster for somebody who you're not sure that you're gonna be compatible with?
You said she's gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that.
So y'all respect it more if y'all in the dark.
Listen, it's no dark or no light. You're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm not that kind of guy.
Talk to you like what?
The tone went bad,
the day you telling me you got other men. This is
that's
See, you don't
That's
know.
honesty.
You don't know if I'm
it's no
sleeping with these
honesty.
other
It's
men or not,
over. Once
though.
you tell me that, it's a wrap right there.
So the reason why I was honest with the guys I was dating is because you have a right to know. They weren't suckers. They were actually good men for the most part. For the most part.
Okay.
They just weren't for me.
Okay.
But I let them know because I'm just like, all right, sometimes I'm not going to be available to you.
Then we could need to dead this conversation right here. Like, I'm cool.
It's so one-sided in this room.
Yeah, don't miss your blessing.
This supposed to be a safe space, and I
got to figure out if it's actually a blessing for me anyway.
I'm going to show you, but you got to get rid of that other stuff.
Okay, so I'm supposed to put all my eggs in your basket because you're saying to me how good you are instead of allowing me to figure that out for myself.
First of all, you're not going to tell me about no other men. Now, you better keep that yourself.
I'm being transparent with you.
Keep it to yourself.
Anyway.
What?
I said I don't feel safe.
Keep it to yourself.
I'm telling you the truth.
Why should you tell somebody that?
Yeah.
and you said how you trying to figure how you gonna figure me out if you got all of these other eggs you
can't.
You can divide up your attention.
No,
like I'm not saying you have 10 people and then you're trying to add a 11th. But if you're dating one or two other men and you find somebody who you feel like you can have a spark with, explore that. But that don't mean drop. See, this is why women don't know how to date because they drop that roster that they got back on the back, end or whatever because they meet a new guy because he's telling them how great they are, and then turns out they're not really compatible. Now she ain't got no hoes.
Ain't got now one.
She ain't got no hoes.
When you were in school, what's the highest? Let's say high school. What's the highest math you took in high school?
Why?
Just tell me.
I'm not doing this with you.
What's the highest math you took in high school?
I'm not doing this with you, B.
Okay, well, calculus.
Let's say she took calculus. AP calculus
was the highest math some people took in high school. You didn't take calculus and geometry at the same time.
Did not.
Did you?
Are you comparing men to math? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you got
because
y'all start with the addition.
Because y'all act like
accumulate. You got to accumulate men to get to the man.
No, because y'all act like y'all learning the Pythagorean theorem to learn us.
What we're trying to learn is how to date because women drop everything from one guy that they're really interested in only to find out that they're not compatible with this person, trying to get back into the dating scheme.
That's the man's
fault. They're making mistakes. I'm not saying it's the man's fault, but when women try to be transparent and let them know, like, hey, I'm figuring out how to date. I'm dating other men.
I can tell you how to date. I can tell you the first step to start.
No, because some men don't know how to date themselves. We're going to get there.
Hold on.
It starts with the person. It doesn't start with the men.
Exactly. So she's being transparent.
Don't be transparent. Know what you want.
What is how to date?
How do I know you giving me what I want though?
Exactly. You don't know what you want. So you're going to accept what I'm going to give you.
My 5 for you, and I don't know
then
you like
you will
that.
be.
I got a question.
You will have 5 people and still be lonely.
What is how to date?
Whatever you want in a person, right? However you connect on a real level with another person, that is tailored to you. But you, like you said, it is a personal thing. Mm-hmm. But you can't just sit there and think that person is going to be able to date you in your own personal way, and you just getting to know them. So you're going to drop everybody else that you might be talking to for the hope that this person is going to be able to provide you with what you need and want.
But how can you learn somebody if you giving somebody else your attention?
I'm not saying divide it up, because I get what you're saying. I'm not saying divide your attention up into 10 people, because I don't think you can, like you said, get to know somebody if you're trying to juggle so much. But there is a way to properly date multiple people, and women just don't do it. They don't do it. And then they get in these horrible relationships. They get in these horrible marriages.
Some women get in great relationships and great marriages.
And some women do. But I'm saying for the majority of us, we just said,
because you don't know what you want.
It's been a process. It's not knowing what you want.
You have to know what you want coming into it.
Honestly, it's figuring out what you want. But what I do, I got graphs.
You can't figure it out.
I got pros and cons.
Okay.
Like, let me tell you how I came into 2021. Like how I did my roster. Like how I did it. Like everybody texts me at the same time. What you doing?
Oh,
this particular day. Nah, let me go into detail. This particular day, I was on my way to record my first episode of this podcast. Mm-hmm. I hit all of them with that. I'm on my way to the studio to record my podcast. Word. I don't like him. Okay, that's what's up. I don't like him. Like, it was like the responses to how they reacted to the podcast. I knew that I couldn't see much more with them. It's pros and cons. How often you ask me about my children? I'm a mom first. So if you don't never ask me about my kids, you just want to rub on my knee. How often you ask me about my personal business, like when I say personal business, I mean like my brand, what I got going on, what I'm bringing to the table. Like your excitement for what I have going on, that lets me know if I could really talk to you like that. That's what's up, that word, like that ain't the right answer. I probably never gonna talk to you again. And if I do talk to you again, we probably gonna have sex and I'm never gonna take you serious. Based off of that.
Let me ask you a question. What if he was working?
He wasn't.
And he couldn't respond properly.
That wasn't the case. It was after 8. I know all of their work schedules.
Oh, see, she keep track.
Well, she keep track. And you have these people.
I don't have them. Like I said, I came into 2021 different. I don't have a roster filled with men anymore.
Okay,
based off of the responses.
So that doesn't work.
I didn't say it does work. Let me explain to you how it works.
Please.
How it works is, I'm sorry, I get excited. I'm not yelling at you.
Okay.
But how it works is you're still doing the pros and the cons of what you like and what you don't like. When you crossing off men, they're doing things that you don't like. Oh, I know I don't want to see him anymore. I know I don't want to.
So you're throwing away somebody because they responded to it.
You just said you got to know what you want.
That was an example of it.
She still has yet to tell me or help me understand what she wants. You want a man who is articulate?
Basically,
more articulate?
Someone who is considerate and who cares about what she has going on as a person.
Okay. Well, you didn't know that prior to texting him?
Do you mean like giving out her number? Isn't that how you get to know someone?
I take it that since he made the roster, you've known him for at least a moment.
Right.
It doesn't take 30 days to figure out if you're concerned about me.
Well, maybe she's, like you said, it is a process of getting to know what you want.
So she got to figure out her process.
You might have got it right there, cuz.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I never said that you got me. I just letting you get your rocks off. I'm letting
Oh, no.
I'm letting, because I know that my roster works. And I know that what I'm doing is efficient. Because like I said, if it didn't work, I wouldn't be able to cipher what I like and what I don't. My last relationship, I was in the club every week. Y'all don't even like the club. You know, I ain't know that.
You didn't like the club?
I did. No.
You were searching for something.
No, like, yes.
Could it be you didn't know what you wanted?
What happened was I jumped off the porch at 27. I never went to the club or anything, never drank anything, 26, 27 years old.
Okay.
So, like, I didn't know what clubbing and stuff like that was until I started doing it. My last relationship, he loved the street. Like, he loved the club. And, like, I like being cute. But, like I said, it took me, like, a couple of months to be like, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? So now when I'm talking to somebody, you know, I ask them stuff like, what's your hobbies? What you like to do? If you, like, I like to travel. I want to eat all over the world. I just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you in the street too much, I know now because I've experienced it that you're not the one for me. Because I don't want to do that. So I like men that stay in the house. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like with y'all have rosters, but you're so offended that we do too. You so offended.
Who, me?
Yeah, like y'all offended.
I'm not.
She's saying the men in general.
No.
You know she wasn't talking about you personally.
First of all, let's go back to math. All right. Your equation and the time it takes you to figure out something, you don't have enough time to keep doing that. So you have to know what you want coming in.
Okay, but she just said you learn through experience.
She don't have we got 3 sets of 90 days in a year, right? Mm-hmm. That's 12. So you only learn 4 lessons a year. If it take you 3 months to learn something,
I never said it.
You got to learn something in a week, 2 weeks, a day.
So you saying she gotta speed up her learning curve?
Not just you. Any woman needs to know what she wants.
So it sounds
that is so easy for you to say coming from your own person. It's not. You learn through experience. If she's saying she ain't jump off the porch until 26, 27, she didn't have certain experiences before she knew, like, okay, I don't really like this. So that's the same way with dating.
So 26, 27, I would say, let's not try to club at 26, 27.
Okay.
Because you missed the moment.
But you're coming from your age.
Was a safe space.
You're coming from your age, your experience, your wisdom. Some of us have to get there. Oh, wisdom is
learning from other people's experiences.
Not so much.
Yes, that's what wisdom is.
Some people right now,
that's what a wise person
knocking on
does.
30 and they still love the club. Sometimes you have to experience something.
Listen, club is undefeated. You're not gonna win at the club. I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna win the club. The club has been there. Streets undefeated.
Listen, the club is a metaphor.
I understand, but the metaphor you put into place is undefeated. You can go to the club 1,000 times. No. It is undefeated.
Sometimes you have to experience things for yourself for you to know for sure whether it's going to work for you or not. And that's how you build that knowledge and that wisdom based on your experience. Yes, you can learn from other people, but if you're surrounded by people who probably weren't doing the things that you weren't doing either, how are you going to learn?
Emulate the people who are doing the good things.
All right.
I heard all this, and all I want to ask CL is, so you feel like instead of having I'm trying to interpret, you know, what you're saying to me, my man.
Okay.
So you feel like, or the way that you're presenting this to me, the way that I'm interpreting it is that I should be talking to the people that I'm talking to as soon as I get a red flag or as soon as they say something I don't like. Instead of having a roster, I should just be switching men every week. That's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
No, I'm
instead
not.
Of like
what I'm first telling you, number one thing, CL's number one rule in life. Don't lie to yourself.
Why do you feel like I'm lying to myself?
I didn't say you personally. I'm just we're talking to people outside of
the masses.
The masses. Don't lie to yourself. Know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're gonna keep doing the same things over.
How do you figure out what you want? You can't just say sit with yourself.
No, you can't. I'm not gonna tell you to pray on it. Tell you what you do is you get a piece of paper and a pen.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, maybe you type in your phone. Maybe send yourself an email.
I mean, I did say I use charts.
Maybe you make an affirmation. Just pick 20 things you want. Then go to 5.
Okay.
And then go to 3 that are the most
want.
important to you. And seeking you find that. First of all, be that what you want first. And then go try to find it in a mate.
Okay, so you feel like you're gonna know everything there is about a person.
No, you will never know anything. You will never know everything about a person ever in your life.
Okay, take the technical out of it. Okay. But when you're meeting someone, okay, we all know everybody puts their best foot forward, right? So Absolutely. It is gonna be a little bit of a time, lapse between when you meet that person and when you figure out. Based on your list, like she said, I want somebody that's going to ask about my kids. I want somebody that's going to give me an actual response.
Having a list. Mm-hmm. These are the things you're looking for.
Right.
And you can give them a 90-day trial period.
And she's scratching them off. So what's wrong with her method?
She doesn't know what she wants.
What makes you think I just told you what I want?
Tell me what you want.
Okay,
don't prove me wrong now.
I was about to start.
Because I can tell you what all women want.
I mean, all women want honest.
Yeah.
What do all women want?
More. It's real simple. They want more. Whatever they got, they want more of it. It's real simple.
You know, Casey and JoJo had talked about that on the If You Think You Lonely.
I don't know.
She didn't like him at work, and he was like, "You want what
more.
Your friends got."
That's all women want is more, and it's okay. I have no problem with you want more, but know what you want more of. That's it.
See, when did you become a woman? You know so much about.
Well,
we gotta know about y'all. Y'all don't have to know nothing about it.
We're the hunters, so we have to know.
We don't have to know nothing about y'all.
No, I'm not saying you don't.
Women make their whole life about men.
We really do.
But that's more of a choice than a necessity.
It is.
To get
It's a choice you have to break out.
A woman can get a man at any point in time.
Yep. You can. You don't have to know the dude.
I bet you I go out there and step beside that road all day and nobody pick me up. You won't be out there 15 minutes. Somebody gonna stop and say, "Girl, what is you doing out here?"
The thing is, what kind of man is gonna pick
We
you
not
up?
saying
We not
say
talking
that.
out there. We just I can't even get I can't get nobody to stop.
I would stop for you,
Maybe.
but I would roll the window down and ask you if you got a girlfriend. You say yeah, then I go because I respect the boundary.
Wow.
That's
wow.
real.
Not if I'm injured and need a ride.
I mean,
You got a girlfriend? Bye.
now if you injured, you know, in the Good Samaritan, I'll pick you up. But call your girlfriend, have her on FaceTime because I don't want another person stalking me the rest of my life. Call your girlfriend, have her on FaceTime,
wow.
and let
You've
her
been
know.
stalked. Okay.
Oh, that's a whole nother episode. But we're gonna go into something else.
Okay.
What types of questions do you ask a man, Kate Antoinette, when you meet them?
Every question that pops in my head, it's like,
Nah, ain't
When
no
I
sight.
first-
That's what you do.
no, I really do. Like anything I feel like is important enough for me to like think about it more than once, I ask.
What? You asked about his
so
chakras?
of course
his birthday.
Ain't nobody
Come
do-
on. You asked about his
First of all,
birthday.
you're not gonna try to act like.
You asked about his birthday. What, you a Taurus?
Oh my
You
god.
into that?
What,
Yeah.
astrology?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I am. I ain't
That
gonna
is
lie.
another episode.
What do you think he is, astrology?
I'm all of them.
You giving me very summer vibes. Like
Summer? Okay.
It gotta be Scorpio. It's fire
He's
sign.
definitely not a Scorpio.
Definitely not a Scorpio.
Okay, you're definitely not a Scorpio.
He might be a Cancer.
Nope.
No, he's not a Cancer.
Not a Cancer,
He's not a
okay.
Cancer.
He not a Virgo. either.
Gemini is giving me strong vibes over here.
Yeah, I would say.
I am a Leo.
Oh, they lie.
Fire sign.
So, fire sign?
I think it's fire sign. Yes.
That makes so
It
much
said
sense.
fire sign.
Hold on.
The Leo thing does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Just hit this.
Damn, what was it? Y'all
Let's
got me
ask
off.
this question that when she meets a
Questions.
man.
I ask about childhood stuff. I ask about like their goals
First?
and stuff. Yeah. I'm
Like
not.
childhood trauma type stuff?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
That's something you need to know.
I mean, it's not like I'm not abrasive with it. Y'all know my approach.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I have an actual conversation with a person. I ask about, their work and if they enjoy what they're doing or, what's their dreams and aspirations, if they like to travel, if they're adventurous, if they like nature. Like, I ask everything because I actually do care about getting to know men.
Okay.
And actually getting to know them as a person and not just as, this figurehead in my mind. A penis.
Somebody on your roster?
Oh, y'all heard
Somebody
that?
on my roster.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen,
Is that the first question you asked?
no. The first question I asked, are you married? The second question I asked,
Well-
is there somebody that thinks that you're married?
Or thinks they're in a relationship with
The
you.
third question I asked, is there a woman that live in your house?
That's
The
important.
fourth question I asked, is there anyone that finds out that you talking to me, they gonna stalk me and be all on my social media
That's
being
also
weird?
important.
Okay, and then I ask, how many kids you have? How many baby mamas? What's the youngest? Because I have a rule. Like, but it's this. Yes.
I've actually been lucky with the kids friend. I haven't.
Sometimes it depends on how I know the man. If I know him, I might bend it a little bit. Like how
Like he a
old the
good man.
youngest, yeah, how old the youngest is. Because sometimes it be a henny night and you just end up with a baby. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get
Lord.
that.
Wow.
But
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But I'm really bold on like
Anything
asking you
can
if you married, because I had a slide one time. I was talking to him for months.
We call them slides.
We call them slides.
Slide,
Like,
okay.
yeah. So I had a slide one time. I was talking to this man for months. He told me he lived in Charlotte. Homeboy lived in Columbia. I never knew. Like, every time we was supposed to link, he'd be like, boo, I'm in Columbia. Could you just come up here? So it was like after a while, it started being weird. Find out my guy was married. His baby mama was not his baby mama. It was his wife. Not only was that his wife, she was 9 months pregnant again. Like, it was a whole bunch of mess. So I had to ask, like,
So where do you meet these guys? This is not Christian
And I
mingle.
was going to ask, I got two questions. Are you enjoying your dating experience?
I am very much enjoying myself. I am.
Even with the volume, do you not get overwhelmed with the volume of men?
Oh,
Like,
I
you
don't
try
have
to-
a lot of men that I'm dealing with at the moment.
moment,
Yeah,
okay.
so when it get to be overwhelming, somebody got to go.
Right.
But like I'm not having.
You could just stop and choose one.
Safe space.
Just choose
So,
one.
It's
Like,
a safe
that's
space.
so easy. Just choose.
I mean,
choose a person.
You got to bet. You got to bet on
I'm
something.
not agreeing with
Okay.
this.
I'm gonna give it. Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up.
That's the test. What they gonna do?
It's a test because I've been working from home and they making me go back on February 1st. So like February 12th is National Send Your Girl Your Woot to Woot Something to Work Day. If I don't get no delivery,
Okay, I didn't even know what day
so you
that
gonna
was.
whoop
You
you
got to
whoop?
send somebody something at work.
not
on the
you,
12th?
baby, not you.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that that's the thing.
Because February 14th fall on a Sunday, so I need you to send
Got
it on
you.
Friday while I'm
I
at work.
got you.
Yeah,
I was slow. Just
Yeah.
So what's whoop de whoop? Is that a respectable thing?
I call them woot de woots.
I thought we call them slides.
We call them all of that, but they can't call me that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They can't
I got
call
it.
me that.
I got it.
Call me bae. But anyway,
Yeah.
but
Wait, don't call me bae.
if I call you, Scootable, bae, stink, all that, I like you.
We got, but no.
Jesus
See, I got to
Christ.
be in a relationship for you call me bae. I'm not your bae.
Nah, yeah, I gotta
bae.
like you. You not a slide when I'm calling you nicknames.
So a slide is just like a come through?
A slide, you be sliding like a slide. Yeah,
I'm familiar with what a slide is on a
honestly,
playground.
I just need,
The second question was, why did you ask Siri if you were a hoe?
because I
a
wanted to
good
know.
question.
I wanted to know if Siri could. Because I mean, she see my phone.
wow.
Is this a question you ask yourself though? Do you wonder that?
I know I ain't no hoe. Cause I'm playing, I keep it real. Like I tell the truth, so I know I ain't no hoe. I already told
So
y'all
if
in the
you're
beginning I
honest, you
thought I
can't be a hoe.
No.
So your men know about each other?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, first of
The
all,
people, the men that you date.
the men that I date,
In the past.
Right.
the men that I date, they know they're not the only one. Yes. Now I don't go to them and tell them the other one name. No, like, and I
Okay, yeah,
I
no.
don't tell them when I'm hanging with another
Right.
one. Just know that when I'm unavailable, I'm not gonna answer your call because it's his time.
Gotcha.
It's not your time. Your time next week.
Right. Which I said,
it's all
you gotta
you.
let them know. Like my time, I might not be available to you sometimes.
See, y'all don't like it that we play it like y'all like.
What
but
in
I'm
the
gonna tell you.
Netflix special is y'all talking about?
Let me tell you
man?
something. Men automatically like I told.
How do y'all know so much about men? Men don't talk about this
But
stuff.
Why are you looking at me?
Okay.
Because you beside me.
You was trying to tell us how to be women, so I
Okay.
feel like I'm able to say how
Because I
I feel
said
about
you
a man.
need to know what you want. That's telling you how to be
It was a
woman.
lot of things on this episode that
Okay.
sound like you.
Look, you know he gonna reduce it to like the very bite-sized thing.
Yeah,
he
it's
said.
a whole lot of stuff that he said that sound like he know. But,
Okay.
But I can be on FaceTime. Like I said on another episode, every man I ever been with, I found out I was in a relationship in the street. They
You
didn't tell
found
me.
out?
Yeah, like I said, it'll be something where we out and about and somebody be like, "Who is this? This is my girlfriend." I'm like, oh.
What would be your ideal way of that? Like, do you not want a conversation? Like, in
I want a
agreement?
conversation.
Did he not ask?
You said what?
Did he not ask
No.
you to be his girlfriend?
No.
Then
And
why
then like after the fact,
But
like
you
once I
accepted
heard,
it.
once I
No.
heard, let me finish. Once I heard him say that, we had a conversation later on when we weren't in front of people, and I was like, "Are we in a relationship?" And it was yeah. And this has happened on more than one occasion for me.
Did you stay in the relationship?
I like him, and I was exclusive to him,
okay.
so it didn't matter.
Okay, got you.
I was exclusive, so it didn't matter. We
But you-
had got to it's stages to it. It's dating, it's exclusive, and then it's.
Okay,
Right.
so you wanted to be asked.
I wanted to be asked.
So why didn't you go with that standard versus agreeing to something you really didn't agree with?
that was then,
Because
this
she's
is now.
still. I'm about to say she's still
Like,
trying
no,
to figure
I
out.
know
how to
better
do
now.
this.
Okay, you know better now. So,
Yeah, I know
so the
better
next
now.
time you want to allow somebody to tell you're in a relationship, he has to.
He has to ask me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
So
It's
is that
all-
gonna be the answer when I ask something? Y'all be like, "We doing better now, or we doing it?"
because we can
21?
only talk about experience. It's not because it's a new year that I'm doing better. I'm doing better because I learned more about myself and I value myself at a
But
better
you said
standard.
it happened more than once. How many times you said it happened?
I didn't say it happened this year though.
I'm not talking about this shit.
Every
How many
relationship
times
I've
did it
ever
happen?
had, it was like that.
How many relationships have you had?
4.
For serious ones?
Yeah, 4.
So net 5
Shit,
not
I
gonna
gotta
be
ask
that way.
myself.
5 will not be that way.
Okay.
Cause I need people to understand. Just because we was on FaceTime for 6 hours, that don't mean when I hang up I don't talk to somebody else. If we don't have that conversation and we talk about the fact that we want to be exclusive and see where it goes as being exclusive, then you doing what you doing, I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, when the rubber come off, if we have unprotected sex, that's when I feel like I need to ask you.
Oh, that's the turning point.
Yeah.
No, I got it. I knew what she was talking about.
Like once you do that, I feel like we need to go into details. Okay, are you sleeping with somebody else? Are you using condoms? No, I mean,
not when you're having sex.
No.
Are y'all exclusive? Oh, okay, wait.
Oh, so you can be sleeping with multiple people as long as you use protection.
Yes.
Yikes.
I'm sorry that you
what
feel
is
like
yikes?
that. Because I'm pretty sure y'all was doing it.
Y'all have never had a whole face?
Nope.
I don't even know what a whole phase is, honestly. But I respect it. I respect the people who know about it, but I don't really know.
Okay. So the one person that asked me if I ever had my whole phase is going to sit on my show and say that he ain't had one?
Get them together.
That's what he said.
Men don't have whole phases.
So
men are just allowed to be men. He's right.
Men have what they call player stage.
Player stage. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying a hoe can only be a girl?
No, I'm not
woman?
saying that. And a hoe don't have to be sexual. For what women go through, it can be an attention whore phase. You see that now.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
We say that a lot now on social media with all of these challenges, and they, busting it and.
Why y'all mad at the busting challenge?
Did I say I was mad?
Oh, excuse me. I'm assuming. There you go.
Miss Assume. That'll be your new nickname.
That's my nickname.
Next time you're on my show, but you want this attention. You might not want it from certain people, whatever, but you might not even want the sex or whatever, but you just want the attention. And women go through that phase in their life.
Is it just women that crave attention in this way?
You got some male attention whores, but it's not a phase. That's
who they are.
Them.
That's who they are. They don't grow up.
A lot of them use Beijing too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They do.
A lot of them beards don't connect. Period.
Hey, I'm just telling you. I seen it.
A lot, but you see the male attention whores. They
be the Facebook comedians. Let's not go there though.
I can't say that.
I'm about to say I be laughing at Tony Baker.
I don't know who that is.
That's the dude. He do the voices for the dogs.
He was just an example.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
So you've never had a phase. You just had a player phase.
Well, you have to get the women to be the players, so I've never got the women like that.
And you sound like this, and you ain't got the women.
No, yeah,
I don't believe it at all.
It's this microphone.
And the other thing is,
it's the microphone.
You got to have the option to be a hoe. A lot of men just kind of taking what they get.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of men who can just say.
See, I feel like we've talked about your player phase before.
Okay, so tell me.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you've had that conversation. You said that it was a thing.
It is a thing
for you in your life. At some point, you were a player.
Not a player, but I've always had the power of choice. Options, choosing to, not to, and sometimes it's based upon what you're around, who you're with, the resources around you, and it puts you in a certain atmosphere or light that may not even be who you are.
This is a real technical term to say y'all had whole phases.
No, it's not a whole phase.
Y'all do it every
accountability,
especially when you're around like popular people
on this show.
Stuff just kind of comes
because you can be a player and not
choose your words. Go ahead.
Committed with it. Like you said, you can be open and tell them like, "Hey, I got all." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the male player stage. But like if you notice like an older dude, he about 55 or something. Now he just got a motorcycle. He 55, 6. He got his first motorcycle.
He in a game.
He just not got a drop top. He ain't being up on that. He just got a sports car.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have his player stage when he was younger. Now he want that attention. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get through all of that.
Now he ran up on you in the mall saying he bought them shoes.
Oh my God. I was out the other day and man come up to me. It's like, you just so fine.
Oh, wow.
No mask. Sir, I need my 6 feet. I said, sir, the 6 feet rule is still in effect. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. He was older?
He risked it all for you.
He wasn't older. He was old.
Old.
He was
old. Wow.
Hard stop. Yeah, he ain't.
Yeah, he said you was worth it.
Yeah.
And you didn't jump on that. Wow.
I do need to put a disclaimer.
You guys get on my nerves so much.
It's a little off subject, but this went down in the group chat today. You guys, if y'all have COVID, please stop having sex because the breathing and you could die.
The sweat.
You could die from the lack of oxygen. Your lungs are not
here.
like if you please If you haven't, I just felt like we need to talk about that because that man risked it all for K Antoinette. He risked it all. He didn't have no mask or nothing. Baby, what's up?
But men, I mean, I feel like that's the thing because he wasn't the only one. Other men have done it. I'm just like, I don't.
You was worth the COVID.
No, but no, 6 feet. Guys.
Even without the 6 feet, this has happened before.
I need 10.
Older men.
Yeah, now it was this one guy that almost got me. It's probably like a year ago. I was outside of Barnes and Noble.
He had the Zach chain.
I can't even remember. No, he didn't even look bad. He was a nice looking older man. He had to be in his like 50s, 60s. And I'm not even attracted to older men like that. But he said some line he said to me while he was walking past and that cologne caught my nostrils.
They always smell good.
They always smell good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you know what, sir?
You give it a chance.
I did.
You should have gave it a chance.
You should have.
Would have changed your
Wow.
life. You'd
My
have.
credit would have been better. I would have had a house by now.
Yeah, he might. He might.
You would
might
have.
help you with
He
something.
was driving a nice car too.
If you needed a case quarter, he would have had it. old man, they got them case. What you
Old
need that
man
girl? A
weird,
case quarter?
though.
Case court.
They real weird. Because I
Down in
met
the
an old
pocket.
guy.
Yeah.
He was real weird. He wanted me to call him uncle.
Yeah.
Like,
Something totally different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different show right here.
Where are you? Where do you be at? Like,
it happened at the loft downtown, but he wanted me to call him uncle. Like,
That's where a lot of uncles
And he tried to
are.
holler at you.
yes,
In the loft.
okay.
yeah. Whenever I wanna shuffle my deck, like I go to the loft. Like if it's ever a time that I feel like, you know, whoever I'm dealing with, I just want a new roster, I go to the loft.
And wear some tight pants.
No,
Oh,
I don't. I usually wear
dress.
spandex,
That's it.
some cotton stuff. Where
spandex is tight, right?
like not like you. You made me think about jeans. Like I never had jeans on. It's
Form
always,
fitting.
always, you know, but do an
Yeah.
oversized top because it makes you got to know how to dress it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you look more voluptuous. But yeah, the loft downtown, that's definitely where you need to go if you need to spice some stuff up. But yeah,
Should we
Siri
stop
said
calling it a whole phase though? And do what they do.
No.
Call it a player
Y'all
phase.
copying men again.
Question: does body count matter?
Oh yeah, that is one.
Does body count matter?
Yeah. Is that a conversation that you feel like you and your girl should talk about?
No, you
I
don't want to know
don't.
my number.
I don't.
I think with
You might
women,
throw up
it
you
matters
down
much
here.
less for us because we already know
Yeah.
there's going to be.
What's a lot for y'all?
And men already know.
I don't even know
We're
what's
not
a
gonna get the
lot.
right answer.
What's a lot for
What you mean?
anybody?
Like
you mean?
y'all, okay, you just meet a guy and you.
What
well,
age?
not just
Can you
meet.
put an age on this? Let's say 30.
Around your age.
Because I said
Around
what,
your
2
age.
people a year, right? That's like the average.
For a woman?
No, I'm saying for
For a person?
I think it is a thing. It's like 2 people a year.
A year?
So I'm above average now. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I might be a hoe.
Oh God.
I think that is. Let me look this up real
Don't
quick.
let
Y'all go ahead with the
society put that on
conversation.
you.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
The
2
average
people a
number
year?
of people. I think
It should
I read
be
that
one.
somewhere.
Yeah, women should only maybe one or maybe one.
You gotta let that thing.
You
air.
said
36
okay,
months
women.
or
Why women?
24.
Why women?
Because
Why
I'm trying to
women?
protect y'all.
Okay, we
Yeah.
can protect ourselves.
because we
The
can't get
condom
bacterial
protection.
infections by having sex. Okay.
Average. I actually did have an episode. I was talking about that. Not somebody that can separate so much. I can, but I don't want to.
Yeah, but
Average sexual partner.
like, what's the number that you hear someone say? Like, you know, y'all have that conversation body count. Is there a number a man can say to y'all that would make you say, "Oh my God"?
No.
No.
Not
There's-
for me, but
there is no
I will
number.
say this.
What's a
If
high
we having a
number?
conversation,
1,300.
I mean,
That's-
at
I
that
don't
point
even
you
know. Is that
lying because you can't
It
keep
is.
up with that. You can't
It
keep up
is.
with 1,300 people unless you got graphs like I do.
I know somebody
That becomes a health issue for
that
me.
has that number.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that is a little bit
And he
too
sounds
much.
believable when he says it. Like,
yeah.
he's really giving a lot of
yeah.
evidence to the credence to.
I think for me,
Yeah, see, I
body
know
count
that
is
person.
not body count is not the problem, but like I had dealt with somebody that it didn't. Basically, he had slept with the whole Florence. It was like I couldn't find nobody that he didn't sleep with. When it get to that, it'd be like, dang, all my friends.
Okay, I do have a study.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, one says, according to some survey, women said that they, on average, have sex with 1.9 partners. I don't know where the
1.9
comes from.
That was a
I think
half
that's
a penis.
oral.
That was
year?
half a
A
penis.
year?
That's oral. And then men are about 2.3. Now, they said that women are more flexible with their partner's sexual history, viewing 15.2 partners as too promiscuous. Men,
Who wrote this?
Men, girl, it's just Healthline. Like I said, it's probably much more out there, I'm sure. Men said they prefer partners with 14 or less.
Y'all didn't really answer B-Eazy's question. What's the
For
number?
me, I've never heard a number that
So dude,
I don't ask.
Hey,
But
so
I don't
If
ask
a dude
either.
just told you,
don't
I slept with 100 women.
Why did you volunteer that information?
she said she have the body count conversation. So
She
No,
said-
I was asking y'all how y'all feel
No,
about body
yeah.
count. I actually feel
I don't-
like we
It's
should
none of my
talk about
business.
that.
Yeah,
I feel
I don't
the
care about
same
your
way the
body.
military used to feel about our LGBTQ
That's right.
brothers and sisters.
Don't
ask, don't
Don't
tell.
ask, don't tell.
Yeah, I don't bring it up. I just
Tell
was
me
wondering,
one or
since
two.
we were talking about, what's a hoe, I was wondering if you guys, if y'all care to ask those type of questions.
No.
I
At
wouldn't.
30
No.
years old,
I
I'm
would.
not asking no
They
man
don't
how
even
many
care to
people-
know if she's still dating. So
The
I'm pretty sure they don't care to know
Unless you
her
have
sexual
children,
past.
if you're a woman and unless you have children, I'll assume you are a virgin.
Yes.
When we have sex,
Yeah.
that's how I treat it.
Yeah.
Why is this thing where men want to feel like they're the only one?
Because it's ego. And sometimes you have to
Do
cater
you
to
do,
the ego.
when you go to the public restroom? Do you line the toilet seat?
I
you
line
assume,
it and I squat.
you assume someone
What
else
is
sat on it.
this
You assume.
analogy?
Huh?
Yeah,
What
that's
is
a wild analogy, but I
What
follow.
is
But I
this?
do follow.
Yeah, yeah,
I follow all of your analogies.
Yeah.
They just be out the blue.
yeah.
I didn't know
I
where
go
that was
raw
going.
butt though. 'Cause I
Raw,
don't-
raw, okay.
Yeah, so that's how.
So
I don't
you
want to go
gonna take
there.
a chance?
Huh?
With
So
your
you
life.
treat the toilet as a virgin, nobody sat on it.
Yep.
Touch for the very first time by your butt.
Especially if it's cold, then I know there's nobody there. If it was warm,
Then somebody just said,
Somebody
So do
was
you
on.
get up when you feel it warm? Do you like?
"No, it's too late."
I'm already there now. The same thing with a woman. If I know she was a little promiscuous, I'm already in it. Now I got to make the best of this situation.
Got to finish the job.
Yeah. Sorry, and that's happened before. Dang, she got me. She can cook, the Lord.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
Yeah, it happened before. So
I think because women, I don't know. I don't ask, and I don't care to ask. Yeah, I do have the sexual conversation to see if we're compatible, like experiences and stuff like that. And I did have like one of my ex. He was telling me about like all his sexual stuff, and I was just like, all right, we don't need to talk about this no more. But
Do men tend to go too far in these conversations?
it's not going too far. But he was very advanced, and it was just like, okay, some of the stuff you was doing, you were just out here.
Yeah.
Like,
give me an example of something that like made you end the conversation.
why? Because you can't imagine me ending the conversation.
No, I mean I just want to like. Was it like?
So he had
Was it
like
like
multiple
G-spots?
threesomes and like
Oh,
a
that's-
lot of one night stands because he wasn't like, I was the first woman he was dating in a long time. So it's just like, I'm like, that's cool. But then I think it was something.
Is this how, he say something about the G spot? Not G spot, the A spot. He
No.
ain't say nothing about that.
No.
So it was just regular.
I got this meme I'm going to send y'all.
Wow.
It's talking about that G
I thought it was like-
that y'all be running from.
Y'all G spot.
No, y'all's.
It's the A spot. That's what we got.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, technical term.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure we're on the
Educate
same
me.
page.
Educate
Yeah,
me.
I heard it from somebody I had on my podcast, and that was something she would do. But I just was wondering, you know what I'm saying, what would be something that would make you in the conversation? Would it be like certain sexual acts, or was it just, seems like to me it was him experiencing too much of
It was
just
a lot.
sex.
And I knew it was coming from a place where it was just like, you was just out here. Were you hurting? What's happening? But hey, he was just living his life.
He was trying to bury his feelings
Lord have
in
mercy.
a lot of vaginas. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah,
clear.
it was,
Sorry.
yeah, it
Very clear.
was.
Very clear.
It was. Okay, so this question is for Kay Antoinette because nobody else in here is comfortable knowing that the person they're talking to is talking to other people. How many people is too many people for you?
That if I'm talking to someone and they're talking to other people, I would say more than 3, because if you're talking to someone, you got to have some space, some room for me. I require time and attention.
What if
as
they're
well.
giving it to you every time you want it, though, the attention?
The time and attention?
And he has more than.
I mean, at that point, at some point, it's too much.
That's not for you to decide.
It's not for me to decide, but if she's asking me
Why are y'all putting constraints on these men?
she's asking me,
Oh,
what
so we
would
can't
I
do
feel
that
like
to them,
it's
but
too
they
much?
can do that too.
Well, no, because the only reason you said it would be too much
it
is
was
because they wouldn't have the, you know. It
I would
you know.
assume so. So if I'm meeting someone and they're,
Oh,
you
assuming again?
I
if
thought
I'm meeting
I
someone,
thought
Okay.
it, but I
we
didn't.
do a lot of assuming when we meet someone, whether you want to agree to that or not. But
I know I get it
happens.
all the time.
But if I'm meeting someone and they're open and honest about their dating life and they're like, yeah, I'm talking to 3 other women, I'm not really going to take that person seriously until I can see that they have the time and attention.
You would take them serious?
Yeah, because I feel like you got more space. Because I'm going off my personal experience and I know how it was juggling 3 people.
So when my personal experience says I'm not a part of a rotation, you offended?
What do you mean?
Because you just said you went off your personal experience. And when I go off my personal experience, like you can't talk to me like that, or I can't be a part of a rotation, I'm wrong.
You can be a part of whatever you want to be a part of, but you can't.
But you just said because of your personal experience. 3 is
You
too
saying
many.
that we're saying that you can't use personal experience
I
as
can't
a
use
way?
personal experience as a way, but you can.
That's what we all do. And I never said you couldn't use your personal experience.
Y'all didn't big me up. Y'all didn't say I was correct. Y'all was talking to me like I was wrong.
Well, you need an affirmation? you need an affirmation? Then?
Y'all say he a Leo. They say Leos need
my
pats on the back.
I'm saying, I don't know. I'm just saying, like it just.
Anyway,
You're wrong.
I would assume that this person probably doesn't have enough space and time for me.
He has management skill. He has
Off face value, I will admit it's going to be off face value. And I'm probably just going to be like, okay, I'm not going to.
But see, that's how I am. The same way you said you wouldn't take them serious if they said 3 or more or whatever. If you tell me you dating multiple people and I'm just in your rotation,
But what if it's only one other person? Still no? Because y'all want to be the only one. I don't have a problem.
I don't know
with
about not
being
y'all.
the only one.
I don't know what other men say or do.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Y'all want to feel special all the time.
No,
Yeah,
don't make
I
me
do.
feel special.
I do. And I'm sensitive.
But what
That's
makes
Very.
you think that I can't make you feel special in somebody else?
nah, because then I'll be like, oh, she doing this for
Nah,
And you know what?
Steve,
I had someone say that. They'd be like, who you done did this for?
yeah, and you too good
I'm like,
at it.
what did you
Yeah.
I don't
not
like
not
that.
sexually, but it was just something like really nice. And it was just like, can we enjoy this moment and not do this?
Nah, because that's something you do for everybody.
No, it's not.
And it devalues it.
But that, why? How does that devalue?
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. If somebody had, say, just gentlemen had multiple women, and this pocketbook was your gift, right?
This actually was a gift, but go ahead.
Okay, and it was the gift you really wanted, and then you find out he gave 3 other women the same gifts.
Right.
You're gonna be like,
But that logic only holds up with some stuff because it's not like you never gonna go out to a restaurant with your significant other and eat or
I
with
never
the person.
double back on a
I'm just saying
restaurant.
you never double back on a restaurant,
Ever.
so you only go to Red
Chick-fil-A?
Lobster one time.
that's it. If I'm dating a woman and I start dating another woman, we not duplicating none of the restaurants we went to.
You taking her
Hotels, none of
somewhere
that.
different.
We not going to the same cities if we go on trips. No.
Didn't
I'm
that
not
happen
doing
on Insecure?
Oh yeah, their
they
favorite
did.
restaurant.
Yeah,
and he took that
happened on
girl
Insecure.
or whatever.
Oh yeah, you don't do that.
It's amazing
That's
all
bad
y'all
karma.
watch that show.
Yeah,
That's good.
Insecure is awesome.
Great show. Great show.
You know, it's the last
Fine
season.
season. Final season.
coming up.
I do get it, but that comes from your own insecurity with the situation, not so much the other person.
But
because
you would
they
feel away.
experience.
You would feel away if he had 5 of those. 5
Because
of
that shows you didn't really think about it. Like you
That's
weren't
exactly
creative or
why-
anything.
that's exactly
But
why
if
we
we're
have a
doing
problem
something
with it.
like normal relationship stuff, we're taking
Chick-fil-A, that's universal.
showers and stuff together. I've taken showers with other men before.
Don't you say that?
Yeah.
We do not think. You never took no shower. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Kay.
I
And
didn't
that's
use
the
the same
thing.
soap though.
What?
Baby, I used Dove for you. You was
That
special.
caress.
Wow.
I just feel like
Cause you out here being grown.
This-
you need.
this
I did not know.
conversation.
Oh my God.
You
Why
didn't
did
get
you
what you
have
thought
this
you was
image
gonna
of
get
me,
from it?
Cio?
I didn't
No,
know.
I
You
got
wouldn't do that.
exactly what I thought I was gonna get from it. And what I got from this conversation is
Men being their feelings.
that men want us to provide something that they can't provide to us.
Whoa.
Oh, some men can.
Whoa.
Very much so.
My thing is, you want all my people off the gate gone,
Yep.
Clean slate.
but I gotta give you time enough to think enough of me to let them go. Your
Yep.
people. That's not how life
Who
works.
said
Who said
Who
that?
said
We
that?
not talking about.
Because every time I ask the question,
Y'all died.
What?
if you just talking to me, your response is, "But I just met you," and I understand you just met
That wasn't-
me.
I ain't
With the
never
same
said
breathy voice.
But okay,
Yeah,
but
that's how deep my voice go. It don't get but so deep.
okay. Your question is, if a man approaches you like that, or you approach a woman approaches me like that.
If you're meeting someone,
If I'm meeting for yes,
okay, y'all both have a little roster, right? 2 people, whatever. We ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
make it complicated. You expect her to come with a clean slate. Are you gonna cut off your other women?
No, I don't know what What? Lie to me. I don't know what you're doing.
You just don't want to know.
Why would I want to know that?
They said that
if
in the
you tell me
beginning.
that cancels. If you tell me that cancels you out right then.
Yeah.
She canceled.
But if you,
She cancels. I'm good. You're toxic.
Yeah, it's only one thing.
I'm toxic because I'm honest.
That's why you be getting tricked.
That's the
It's
problem.
only two, huh?
That's why
that's
you be
right.
getting tricked. You told us something you was in it already. That's why they don't
But she
tell
can't.
you,
Oh,
and you
well-
found out later, and it was too late.
Well, no. I was talking about something. Not that she was dealing with other people. No, the thing that I found out. But, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. We go a whole nother. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding correctly, y'all just do not want us to tell you. So are you a double caller? Are
What's
you
that?
a pull up on me type person?
Right, because I had to tell somebody, don't you pull up at my
I'm not.
house.
No.
I
Okay.
just
I
try
rock
to be
past, though.
courteous.
The only reason I'm asking that is because the only way I would tell somebody that I'm dating other people is so that if I'm not available, they don't blow my phone
Right.
up. Because men
why
get
would
real,
you blow your phone up?
men are very possessive. Extremely possessive.
Clearly.
You're possessive over women that don't even belong to you.
Clearly, based off this conversation,
No, you just. That's why you commit. When y'all commit.
that takes time.
But we commit, but you didn't yet.
But
That's-
I don't think you be possessive.
If
somebody
you
you don't have a
expecting her to
commitment
come with a
to.
clean slate, that's a
No,
little possessive.
I've had
What's-
a lot
just
of
don't
people
tell
be
me.
possessive with me.
You can choose a lie. If that's what you're a liar.
Why would I have to lie? And see, now we're starting off on a lie.
Well, I ain't got nobody's.
Okay.
I started over.
Yeah, clean slate.
Yeah, all the way.
Reset.
Yeah. What day is it?
Yeah.
It's so many days, and I ain't
Apple
gonna go
Care.
into.
You got everything reset.
I got everything, new phone,
Refurbished,
everything, like
okay.
everything new.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started over. Anybody that get to experience me this year, it's all new.
Oh.
I ain't never did none of this before.
That was the superpower you chose.
Yeah,
when they was
that's
giving
what-
black
yeah.
people superpowers.
A clean slate.
A clean slate.
Okay, a clean slate. That's what you chose.
So based off this conversation, I would say the fellas in the room feel like I might be a hoe.
I didn't say that because I wouldn't say that about you.
Ask Siri.
Siri says she wasn't sure.
Girl, you are a young woman you're out here dating, and that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Because when I had a man, he was everybody else's boyfriend too. So with that being said, I'm just trying to do stuff a little bit different this time. You know what I'm saying?
He was a hoe.
Yeah. Just might be a hoe.
Yeah, no, just might with that one.
Yeah,
just a hoe,
because
that's a hoe?
like I said on the last episode, you got to stop committing to single men. In my defense, I
Stop
was actually
committing
in a
to single
relationship,
men?
but
He was single.
He was
Single
single.
mindset.
He was single.
Oh.
We was together, but he was single.
Oh, I call that you going with him.
I mean, I was living with him, but still.
But you was going with him.
I was going with him, but what he was telling these other
Y'all was roommates?
women, he was just helping me get on
Not
my feet.
roommates.
Oh, wow. I hope you get on your feet.
Yeah, but anyway,
That's another podcast.
it definitely is.
yes.
We got another podcast we got to do too. We got to do the Facebook live podcast, but
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? Yeah, let tell your business on live for $1,000. We got to do that one. I would love for y'all to be on my show for that one.
Okay. Wow.
If you caught the live, did you catch the live?
I didn't know. I don't even have Facebook.
I've been.
When is when
I don't be on
live?
Facebook, so you would have to
Oh, the live definitely ain't up there no
We'll
more.
exchange information.
Oh, you took it off.
I took it after 6K viewers. I did take it down.
6 kV.
Yeah,
6,000 viewers.
I went viral
Oh, I didn't know. I said, who is
by
that?
mistake,
by mistake.
but we'll get into that on another episode. I guess
Okay.
the only person that really seen the live is B-Eazy. He saw it. He saw both of the lives.
Okay.
It was a very dark space in my life.
That's okay.
It's all right.
It gets dark sometimes.
Yeah, it get dark when you be dealing with the wrong men. But anyway, I need for y'all to introduce yourself, y'all podcast and everything, and we gonna wrap this up.
Okay. I am C.O. Butler. I am 1/3 of the Relationship Status Podcast. We are every Monday and Wednesday on all podcast platforms. Please listen to us, comment, like, and subscribe.
And I am Kay Antoinette of the LBF Podcast. You can listen to episodes every Monday and Friday. We talk about all kind of life stuff. We just did a mommy issues episode, so check that out. And you can follow me on Instagram at K_Antoinette_the blogger, or you can follow the Let's Build Futures page at Let's_Build_Futures.
And I'm Brandon, aka B-Eazy from the DJ Blaze Radio Show podcast. You can catch us every Sunday and some Wednesdays, everywhere you get your podcast for free 99.
And I just want to thank y'all. I thank y'all for coming on this show. Y'all were amazing.
Thank you for having me.
And arguing.
I'm definitely not a hoe, but I'm going to take into account what I was told. And thank you for joining me for another episode of MyCurlsSPeak With Key. To follow the show, follow us on Instagram at MCS with Key. To get to know the voice behind everything, follow me at The Diary of Key on all platforms. That's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Clubhouse. Now, Clubhouse, it's too wise because I got a new number. And y'all know they won't let y'all update you. Anyway, it's too wise. But thanks again. See you next week.